Ahoy, landlubbers, it's me, your Captain Vasco speaking, and I welcome you to the conclusion of Strong Week 2022. Don't really know how many of y'all are out there, but thanks for making it all the way through to here, and I just want to take a moment to say I'm proud of you, because I know that this has been a particularly difficult Strong Week in the midst of some very trying times. I think it's good every now and then to take a moment to just be like, hey, everyone, you're doing a good job. It maybe doesn't feel like it, probably doesn't look like it, but just getting through this is like a pretty strong accomplishment. I hope that someday Sony adds a trophy for it, although I don't really know how that works. My point just being, it is an achievement that you are continuing to unlock, and it is noteworthy. I, for one, am really having a rough time. I'm a huge fan of Resonance of Fate. Clearly, there are people in chat who know the game better than I do, and, sometimes we get some assistance from them when things get difficult, which they may well do tonight. Um, the next chapter on the docket, An Old Promise, number 14, is the introduction of those really difficult turret enemies that I thought showed up in chapter 15. I'm super not particularly excited for that. But more than anything, I pushed pretty hard to try and like get some technical stuff set up, like displaying the music video on yesterday's stream. Which, if you haven't seen it, I'll add the link to the description of this video as well. And Neko, hi Neko, already posted the link yesterday, beat me to it because I was still streaming by the time she posted it in our Discord. But the point being, I actually ended up investing a lot of time into trying to make Strong Week work, and unfortunately so much of it didn't pan out, or it isn't technically so impressive that it's obvious that it doesn't show, but like it's been a challenging one. And I don't know. I'm glad that people are still interested enough to watch, but I am feeling quite tired, which is a preface to the fact that I alluded to last night. Might just save remaining Resonance of Fate content for Strong Week next year. Not sure if we'll complete this chapter tonight. We're gonna try, but there's like a lot going on, and I'm frankly just exhausted. It's been a rough week, and for reasons outside of trying to get this content created and uploaded. But it's been a lot. I'm really on the verge of crash here, just as a person. So we're gonna try our best. We're gonna see what happens, and I'm probably gonna embarrass myself in the process because that's just how this works. But let's get started because there is probably a lot to do tonight. I think this story mission is among the longer ones. But we'll pick up right where we left off yesterday, and that is to advance the chapter to chapter 14 because we completed chapter 13, Christmas. Which of course means Christmas is coming. Once again. As always, let me know if I need to adjust audio. I spent a little bit of extra time tweaking the export of last night's stream. I didn't quite realize how bad the disparity was between the extremely loud combat music and sound effects and the extremely quiet by default cutscenes. We'll see if I have it in me to do that for this episode. Hopefully so. But it does seem like it's going to be a lot of cutscenes. We'll see about that. I am endeavoring to get everything uploaded in a reasonably timely fashion. Of course, the uploads won't be in time for Strong Week, but for those of you watching live, it's still Strong Week. Save progress? I don't know.
As of today, all phases of the project are complete. I'm shutting down this facility.
What are you talking about?
It was a triumph, though.
You're free to go.
Making a note here, huge success.
In fact, the sooner you're gone, the better.
I don't understand. Why wasn't I told of this sooner?
Rowan's mobilized his troops.
It's me talking to my
They
company.
will be here any moment.
Why would they come here?
To eliminate us, I should think.
Why? I don't know what you were trying to do here. But whatever it was, I'm as guilty as you are. In all good conscience, I should stay.
Why would you want to do that? I don't think Rowan is in any position to pass judgment on you.
He might try, though.
Maybe not. Let's just say I'm staying to fulfill an old promise.
That's not good, but it's a reason.
Then this is goodbye.
Chapter 14. An old promise. You see what he did there? No matter how early you're leaving, it's important to get your BFF on and settled. You know, we probably have the single largest house outside of Chandelier. Like, Sweet Home's actually, like, a pretty big building compared to, like, a lot of the structures that you can find by, like, wandering the world. A story mission has been added. And we should, like, probably change equipment. Oh no, she still has our... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hmm. Yeah, okay, that's, Might have to spend some time trying to upgrade this gun. I don't remember at what point in the chapter we get access to Leanne, but we certainly don't have her gun right now. Okay, let's start with equipment. So you got hand grenades. You got the item box. That... I want to say that's fine.
Daddy does not approve!
Daddy does not approve. It's all very complicated. I think I'm gonna need the item box. So, we're just... I guess it's time to customize a weapon for good measure. Now, we have picked up some, interesting accessories to our guns, by which I mean components, I guess, recently, that I have not put on any of my guns, and it might be a good time to apply those, but it did not occur to me that I might have to, like, work my way up to where we're going without the machine gun. I don't know how important it is, but, I mean, if I don't have it, it's gonna be a bit of a problem if I do need it. It's a better safe than sorry style situation. Welcome to the stream, Zacula. Do I like horror? Sort of. I tend not to like horror games because their mechanics are mostly centered around the game just like being unpleasant to you and you not doing anything about it. But I conceptually like horror that isn't like jump scare based.
If you need something crafted, I'm your man.
Which I guess is a long-winded way of saying it's just kind of. Short film recommendation. That's unexpected. Tell me more.
You know where to find me.
Customize the smug. Okay, so I got some... I have a bunch of stuff. I have rail sub-barrel, which is cool. It doesn't line up super great But I'm gonna want... Remove that. Yeah, I don't think I'm making use of that here. Does expander grip do anything for me? I mean, I don't think the rookie grips combined are doing all that much. It doesn't look great, I'll be honest. Maybe I could put the scatter shot barrel on there. It's called the back rooms. Is there some place one might find this streaming? Or do I have to dig up a floppy disk in the Canadian wilderness in order to access this?
If you need something crafted...
Tinkerman, tinker me a barrel. I need a barrel with a triangle on it. Not these. They have circles. Alright, I have one of those on my good gun. I guess this one requires machine gun rookie barrel, which I presumably have to buy.
You know where to find me.
Firearms and explosives on sale now.
Machine gun rookie barrel. I will buy 2 of them.
You'll have to tell me about some of the jobs you've been on sometime.
If you need something crafted, I'm your man.
I'll check that out if I remember to do that. Which is gonna require some brain space, and I'm not convinced that I have. I mean, that's not really great, is it? To be honest.
If you need anything else, you know where to find me.
Executive decision. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna go upstairs, and we're gonna see how badly this goes. It may be necessary to load. It's one of those things that, if I played this game more than once a year, or, like, had memorized every facet of it, I could probably remember to remove that gun in a timely fashion, so that I didn't have 2 direct damage guns and no upgraded machine gun. But the last time it did this, it didn't actually expect me to fight this way. So we're gonna hope. And find out. Welcome to the stream, Cat, and congratulations on finishing your taxes. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to taxes. It's on my list of things I don't want to do right now.
Dangerous place for a lady to be walking all by herself. Care to hire some hunters?
We deliver wine, help make statues, even stop the odd terrorist.
Please, don't try to stop me. My mind's already made up.
I'm not sure we know what you're doing.
I appreciate all you've done, Vacheron. You kept your distance and gave me time to think things through.
Zephyr, not a
And
huge fan
of
of
you
yours.
too, Zephyr. If it wasn't for you, I'd never have thought about going to see Professor Eurus.
Professor?
There's something I want to tell him.
Oh, believe me, that's way too much trouble. They're not gonna let you just waltz right in there.
Do they have context for who
Going
Juris
guns
is?
a-blazing? Not very ladylike.
Would you just stop already? I'm gonna lose my nerve.
You're just going to pay him a visit, right?
Leanne, how do you know he's even still alive?
I don't. But his chances of surviving were probably better than mine.
My god, it stopped raining on Rainy Bridge. That's an omen of something. Unclear if it's good or bad.
Well, no more rain to hide those tears.
Come on, let's go have a look.
Time's a-wasting.
Thank you.
There's a sign that just said ends and had arrows pointing in, like, opposing directions. Alright, so we do have everyone, so that's cool. Do I actually want to move equipment around? I'm gonna say I want to do that after the story mission, if we get there. And let's just... not customize. Not... why is it not... okay, that's fine. Okay. Everything back in its place. Place for everything, and everything in its place. Yeah, one of my coworkers was talking about how she had to do taxes for herself for the first time last year, and was like really anxious to do them this year. And I'm like, oh no, you don't understand. You just have like a W-2. Like a W-2 is just fine. You just like plug that in on like a free internet thing, and you're golden. Try doing like streamer taxes. Not even like well-to-do streamer taxes. Just streamer taxes. They are a bummer, man. It is not a great time. Sure. Hey, some energy hexen. I don't want to do all of this. Yeah, TurboTax Free Edition is great if you just got a W-2 or whatever. I mean, it's still kind of helpful if you have something more complicated, but it is, like, way less helpful. Oh, I know, Zach. I only learned recently that, like, there are other countries in the world that just, like, tell you what taxes you're supposed to pay, and you just pay them. And I'm like, I would kill a man for that. Like, what a stupid, terrible system we have. It's so bad. Student loan interest payments are like aren't those like essentially a deduction? Not literally a deduction, but like you get like a rebate or something. I mean, if they want my money, they should tell me how much it is. And then if they really want, they can put some like absolutely miserable system in place that makes it so I don't want to dispute the number they give me. Like, whatever. But like, why should I have to do it? It garbage. Like so many things, it garbage. Really running low on these hexes. Really don't need to do all of this, but it is pretty janky wandering up to this place, and I'm gonna have to come back this way. Hey, I got a single escape hex. That seems like a good indicator. So I think, is this the one I need to do? This should be the new one. It's not it? No, I need... Is it? Is it? What an awkward... That's such a weird shape to make that hex when it fits so poorly where you need to, like, open it up. Okay. I need to get over to the elevator. There's so many headbands I'll never look at because they are not the BFF. I also will never have enough brain capacity to pay attention to what types of enemies give me what types of hexes. And just try to evaluate as I go along, like, what is required at any given time. And by that, I mean, like, what do I have enough excess of that it makes sense for me to use it? Now, here's a question. What's that terminal do? A terminal that reduces gravity during knockback by half. I'm not even sure I can process that. Like I says, America's really weird. Don't understand why prices are always prices before taxes. When you should buy... Or when you buy things, or when everyone has to tip instead of it just being part of the food bill. Yeah, none of that particularly makes sense. I mean, I'll tell... The tax... the sales tax thing makes a certain kind of sense. And that sense is... It's more appealing if the price sounds lower than it is. But is it misleading and kind of sketchy? Yeah.
Just as we left it. As though time stood still.
I guess I remember drinking out of stained teacups. It's like nothing changed at all.
What the hell happened here? They've all been slaughtered like pigs.
It's horrible. Who would do this?
I mean, us under the right circumstances. We have already snuck past the guards of Patertopolis. Abandoned energy station.
It isn't good.
I just hope Eurus is all right.
Hang on a little longer. We'll find him. I promise.
How hard is it going to be to take this guy out? Let's take a direct approach and see. Oh. Oh, okay. That's good. That went real good. This is a thing that, like, I just don't think about, which is, like, when there's obviously one central enemy, and the game will put an enemy directly behind them. And so, like, when I'm just, like, looking at this at a glance, it's like, oh, it seems like it is targeting the main enemy, the one I have to care about. And then it's just like, no, I got you so good. I deliberately set up the default target to be something you definitely wouldn't want to target. Didn't break that gauge at all. These guys do more damage than expected, too. Okay.
Jam on me now. Straight to hell.
I'm gonna shoot him a little before my gauge is full, because I'm not sure if he's tall enough to, like, cause something stupid to happen. Okay. Yeah, the dogs are actually more of a problem, huh? It's not as good as I thought that was going to be. Also, why did it start targeting dog? I didn't do anything that would indicate I wanted to target dog. Maybe I should target dog, though. Interesting choice of targets, yet again. Wow, he got another attack again already? Alright, targeting system, let's give it a shot. Hey, that actually worked. Alright, for a random encounter, this is going quite badly. It's definitely possible I'm underleveled, but it's really hard to tell. Oh, hello, Haggis. Welcome to the stream. How's it going tonight? It's going. It's clear to me already that I am too tired to be playing this game effectively. I really kind of crashed at, like, 4 this afternoon. And I was like, oh, I just have to do one more stream, and then, like, it won't be so hard. It's gonna be a long night. How are you doing? Resonance points while fighting doggos. I think they do too much damage. I mean, if I had started that way, that might have helped, but, like... I don't... It's also just, like, a random encounter, man. No scratch damage full. You had 5 points, right? That's like 2 moves just there. And we're recovering a decent amount of health. Stun shot that's not hitting the body bums me out. Also, where's Zephyr gonna land on this attack? Is that gonna be a problem for me? 'Cause he is not recovering as much health. Or maybe he just was more damaged. That actually, I think, is correct. The bright side is we've refilled our bezels. Okay, that kind of worked out. Okay. Yeah, the dogs are a bit of a nuisance. Still no scratch damage full? I mean, that's fair, I just wish it would work differently. Alright, that's not great. Alright, that helps a small amount. Just need Vacheron to go, but he's gonna get hit. Alright, that's not good. This isn't gonna work the way I want it to, is it? It kinda did. It actually kinda did work. Really can't... So if we move Leanne away from the dogs... We have a really bad triangle. If we triangle now, it's not great. We would want Vacheron to end up where Leanne is, in theory. But it's 3 points, so everyone ends up where they started regardless. So that's not great. We're just gonna try it. Okay, that worked pretty well.
You want some of this?
Okay. This does not inspire confidence. That's a random encounter for this area.
Down, Leanne.
You trust us, don't you?
Yeah, thanks, both of you.
It was like literally just I was trying to get to the save point. Accidentally rested. Enjoy the song. Oh, Haggis, you're finally done with work for the week. That's exciting. How has it gone? I hope well. Okay, Grand Hall. Good luck to me!
Let's knuckle down and do this.
Ooh, the basic enemies are like level 60? Oh, it's gonna be a really long night, you guys. Wow. Sniper. Wall. Okay, so like shield guys. Probably try to form a triangle in the middle. I don't think I can, like, use the walls all that well the way everyone's positioned. Yeah, that doesn't feel great. And they're doing about as much damage as the random dogs from before, which, like, again, not a great sign. Just trying to break the gauge of someone looking to do damage. Didn't really work. Hey, look, you can see, like, action lines from Leanne being shot in the background. Oh, the big weekend is coming up. Oh, I see. The big event is happening on Valentine's Day. That's very exciting, Haggis. I wish you much luck. I just have absolute no confidence about anything that's happening. Who's targeting me? Everyone? Great. I mean, I think we're just doing a try attack, and I don't think it's a very good try attack. Is there some way to combat that? They just attack so fast. A little closer. The theory here is that I can create a much longer triangle and get one resonance point if I don't immediately die. However, it is likely that I will immediately die. Up to me! Yeah, like, that's not all that impressive. That worked out better than I expected. So, what is biggest goal here? Everyone's kind of equally threatening, so we kind of just have to thin out their numbers. But are there things that are worth targeting more than others? The answer is, like, I don't know, maybe the ranged characters? But, like, even the shield guys have, like, sidearms. Like, no one is, like, melee here, I don't think. So maybe it's just, like, where the enemies are focused. You want to thin them out. Like, if they're spread to the corners, they can't focus their damage, and they're not as threatening. So I guess to that end, the person in the middle is the biggest threat. Oh. Meant to hit a different button. This is all going very badly. Got his hat. feels like this is just gonna be awful.
Time to die.
Okay, so that 4-point tri-attack took out one enemy. I mean, we recovered health, which... Oh my god, it's just not nearly enough. Okay, I think the idea is to try and fully scratch the one I, like, half-damaged before, and then take him out on Zephyr's turn or something. Maybe I should hedge here and try and leave an opportunity for Vacheron to go if he has to. Zephyr is most urgently being targeted, but obviously everyone's targeting Vacheron due to his position. But it looks like he's already taken the brunt of it, so... Yeah, I don't love it, but something like this seems reasonable. Just too far away, huh? Okay. Think the thing to do here is cross with Vacheron to keep him from being targeted by so many folks all at once. Then have Zephyr cross, which will put us at 3, which means anyone can go, and then Zephyr can cross long ways. And then maybe we have another shot at, like, taking out another individual. One of them just say, I've got a clean house. It's probably more likely I've got to clean house, as in, essentially remove all of the enemies who are threatening me. This doesn't look as good as it did in my head a minute ago. I mean, this was never gonna be great, but, like, maybe we break his gauge. That's cool. But, like, this triangle, actually it's a little better than it looked in my head 30 seconds ago, or what have you. Zephyr's at, like, okay health, but, like, everyone's targeting him, including this guy who's, like, right about to fire. So maybe I try to break his gauge, then try attack? Doesn't look great. Gauge break! Got his hat. Ow. Huh. Is that actually feasible? If I cross with Leanne, I don't think anyone hits that wall during the tri-attack. So maybe this positioning is better? She's not gonna fully scratch anyone. Might be able to scratch up to this gauge break, but, like, this turn is probably best spent scratching this guy and then trying to take out a second guy with the next hero action. Or, not hero action, tri-attack at that point. Oh, I thought I was overdoing it, but that was probably, like, just about the right amount of scratch damage, huh? Hey, I just want all of you to know that you suck and I hate you. So I think... I actually need to target this guy first, because I think he's recovering his scratch damage, which makes me very upset. and then try to switch to Leanne. Oh, we're up to 5 resonance points. I didn't really realize I'd gone that long without getting ruined by their extreme damage. It's interesting how little these guys in the middle are moving. I mean, I'm sort of positioning myself all around the map so they don't have a place to focus on, which is like an unintended side effect of just trying not to get shot by all of them at once. But yeah, I think I do direct damage on this guy, hope to kill him, switch to Leanne after that if I can manage it, which I can't. Please target someone better than, like, the worst possible targeting system.
No more games.
I did so much damage to that wall. Which is something I probably don't want to have happen. So this is a battle where I'm just not going to get any scratch damage full. I mean, I was getting pretty lucky with those in the recent streams, but like, wow, man. No, that's not true. Now I'm finally going to get one, right? Like, that's probably enough there. I mean, that's not even gonna hit, right? That angle's, like, impossible. It's literally like you just can't get a bullet there. Should have jumped. That's what I wanted. I knew I was going to end up here. God, they do that damage real fast. I guess Assault is the one that's doing the most damage? Am I reading that right? I think that's probably true. I mean, Vashon just took, like, a whole bunch of damage. I didn't notice whether he got recovered to full or not, but, like, wow, that was just, like, a lot of damage. He's, like, already, like, way more than half, like, filled with scratch damage. I mean, the bright side, our bezels are doing good, so we can probably handle someone getting knocked out, but, like, it's obviously best if that doesn't happen. Luckily, it currently doesn't look like anyone is extremely close to firing. I think I would like to focus on this assault guy, which does mean, like, I ended up doing meaningless scratch damage to the corner guy. He'll probably recover it, but I think that's still for the best. Because if this really is the guy who's doing the most damage, like, if he just doesn't attack, I don't think the others are a huge problem now. I think we've cleared enough people to, like, survive the room. Strong week. I've heard of that holiday. See if I can break the gauge on this guy who's really close to Leanne.
Sit back and take it.
Evidently, yes. It's not gonna be as good as the last one. But I should be able to cross with Leanne and then cross and make a big, long, stupid triangle. So much damage. Very useful attack. Wow. Can't go as far as I wanted to. But again, if I just take out Assault, I think I'm in okay shape. And like Leanne, I guess he's trying to shoot Vashon even from where he is because he's in the safe spot next to the wall where he can fire through it. Which is extremely rude. Maybe we'll get a stun shot. Hey, we actually did! It's no scratch damage full, but I'm not complaining. That was actually pretty nice. If I do that, it's, like, pretty bad. So, 4. So she would end up... I think this is the direction I want to go. I think I need to control Leanne to begin with, because I want to fully scratch Assault so I can take him out, and then someone else can just shoot him. It should be doable. And then we'll keep running around, probably targeting this fella by the door, and then take out the last one at our leisure, because that one by himself probably isn't enough to actually do anything. That's probably enough. Be too much, don't want to mess with it. The angles. Hit him! Yes! This will work. This will do measurable amounts of damage to that guy extremely far away from the rest of the action. Take that, wall. I like that he's, like, seemingly running away from us. What platform is this game on? Originally, it came out on the PS3 and Xbox 360. A few years ago, a HD 4K remaster came out for the PS4. I'm currently playing it on the PS5, emulated because the PS5 could play all the PS4 games. So, any PlayStation console from PS3 onwards, I don't actually know how Xbox Series X handles that sort of thing. But it might also be playable in there, I just genuinely don't know. Are you thinking of trying it out, Zakula? It will be really difficult for me to explain how to play it. I try all the time. Oh my god, he literally can't cross the line. I cannot remember a time when I've ever created... Oh no, wait. There it is. That's the one. Oh boy. Get ready to see some real stupid triangles, folks. Okay. Can I just want it... That's probably it. That's probably my triangle. I believe this may literally be the absolute smallest triangle I've ever created. Yeah, I completely agree, Haggis. I've said it many times before. It is shocking to me that this game, of all games, got a remaster, but I'm glad that it did. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how to describe to you this triangle. But, like, just look at it. We're all basically touching each other. I think it's technically possible to get a smaller triangle, but I don't really know how. This, and then Leanne crosses. I mean, we don't need to do a lot here. I'm playing it safe because this room has already sucked something fierce. I really hope every room isn't equally difficult to this, but I suspect that it is. The AI on this single character, like, really just has no idea what to be doing. What kind of workout do you think this group uses to get in top shape for, like, bounty hunting?
Would it kill them to leave something a little nicer for us?
Okay, so we are currently in magenta. And we came from white, because I think you always come from white. So... I guess we go to cyan? Just squats, only squats. That kind of makes
I'd
sense.
venture to say Sullivan and Rowan had a little falling out.
Fine with me. I don't trust either one of them. But if they did anything to Eurus, they'll regret it.
Zephyr, Vacheron, all the courage I have, I owe to you.
Okay, now we have some melee dudes. We got fencers. And the assault wolves are the guys who spawn in that random encounter, so they're not messing around with their damage output either. It's really difficult to try and make use of these walls, considering they're really close to us and not close to anything that we can shoot. This looks like it's gonna be a pretty unpleasant room again. I guess the best thing to do is just try and keep distance from the fencers, because the ranged folks are gonna hit us regardless. So let's target the wolf. I didn't actually finish killing any of those wolves because there was a possible leader assault in the random encounter version of this area. Wow, that looks... Oh, and the fencers can run, like, pretty quickly. Okay, that's all super bad. That didn't work. Just trying to stop those guys from melee attacking Leanne immediately, and that didn't work at all. And try and do the same thing again, and then have Leanne cross and hope for the best. Oh my gosh. That feels pretty unlucky.
Whelps, time to put you down.
Okay, that could have gone worse. That's not great either. So Vacheron needs to cross more. God, taking that outer armor off the dog doesn't even do that much, does it? So, the raw damage output from the fencer isn't actually that bad. It's the fact that they can attack again really quickly. So maybe I'm better off taking out Sniper or Wolf. Wolf just seems really difficult to, like, whittle down because of its armor. I mean, like, maybe the one I already broke the largest shield on, like, I can scratch, but, like, I'm not totally convinced of that. I do know that it's pretty tough to, like, fully scratch one of these dudes of this caliber in a single action. So I guess I'll try. Yeah, that was better. That looks extremely bad! I wonder what kind of instruction those dogs go through as well. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Take out the dog. This is actually the guy I think I wanted to target. Break his gauge, I hope? Okay. Okay, Zephyr crosses next, then crosses back. It's a little ambitious. Is someone targeting Leanne? Oh, the guy whose gauge I broke. Everyone else is not doing that. Okay. So we'll try to break his gauge again. Do I think it'll work? No, I don't.
How much more of this you want?
They are pretty resistant. Okay. Now one of the dogs is targeting Leanne, which I don't love. I should try not to land immediately next to anyone. So I guess gonna attack Vacheron, which he can probably handle. That sniper in the back also targeting Vacheron and attacking immediately. That might be a bit of a problem. My goal is definitely to triangle after this attack, at which point I'll have 7 resonance points. However, I'm not actually sure if it'll work. I might not get there. I would like to, but Dog does have ranged attack. Sniper has ranged attack. For whatever reason, the humans have seemed fairly resistant to gauge breaks. Maybe the dog is slightly more susceptible. So I'm gonna try and take out the dog. And by take out, I mean gauge break with this action from Zephyr. Break that guy's cage somehow. No, that didn't work. Okay, this was all reasonably acceptable. Okay, we have 7 resonance points. How many guys can we kill? So I think I should definitely focus on one of the ones targeting Leanne, even though this action will hypothetically have everyone recovering a whole bunch of health from doing a bunch of damage. So let's think about this. 7 resonance points means that whatever direction we go in, we will advance 1 point further than where we start. So where do I want Leanne to end up? Probably someplace where she can cross well, except that's kind of nowhere. So I guess I want to go the way that will let me do the most damage most rapidly, which would be this way because I'm heading towards the enemies early on. So we're going to focus on the guy we're targeting now. I don't know, the dog actually probably does more damage, but like is also harder to kill. I want to kill as many guys as possible. So I'm going to do this. That's enough. It's not quite. That should finish that one. I don't know who I'm going to target next. Sure, this one. The fence is just trying to chase. I love like melee characters during tri-attacks. They're like, stop running in triangles. I don't know how to keep up with this. Wow, that did, like, not a lot of damage. That was disappointing. Why does this guy have so much health? Is it just one of his limbs is, like, perfectly placed or something? I don't understand. I mean, that should do it, right? Okay. Even that was pretty close. Yeah, scratch damage full! And a stun shot for some reason? Yeah. I think Zephyr already hit the end of the triangle, is that correct? Alright, that went pretty well. We killed like 3 folks and like are all pretty much at full health now. Actually, I guess have a preference between who I target here.
Here goes.
Stupid sniper. Oh, look at that! Look at it! It's a really good scratch damage full.
Clean house.
Yeah, time to clean house. Although, I do think it is funny for, like, someone trying to shoot you to death, like, in the middle of a gunfight, just be like, I just want everyone to know I'm really tidy, I keep a clean house. Yeah, dog. Here, boy.
Gotta be kidding.
I'm gonna break your gauge so hard. Okay, I'm going to break your gauge just barely at the end of my attack. This seems fine. Four points for one single enemy left in the room that, like, doesn't have boss level health. I got so many bezels. It's really good that we got, like, a vertical drop to, like, basically fully scratch him. Didn't need it, but it was good. Physics! Alright, to red? Yeah, we came from magenta or whatever. Still another fight room, and then back out to the map, I think, is what the... Oh. It's not a fight room. There is a box, though. Is it something good? The gesture of opening a box. Got a single escape hex. Pretty sure I checked the last room. Don't think there was an item in there. Can't remember if there was something I missed in the first room.
Whatever's happening, it isn't
Trying to
good.
get
I just
to...
hope Eurus is all right.
I honestly should probably try to do this fight. Level 71. I don't want to do the fight, though. Turns out I don't wanna.
Ask questions later.
But, like, I do kind of need more experience based on where we're at. Is this... I think this is where I'm supposed to go? Let me check.
I hope we can find something that can put up a fight.
Actually... I think it is better if I take the other entrance, if I understand correctly. Not even the fact that there's a Yeti in that room I don't want to deal with. But I think...
Wipe that worried look off your face.
I'll try.
We'll have this lot on the run in no time.
I think I want to approach from the side because I have to open the front gate. So I want to, like, head back in the direction where I started. Like, down to yellow. Ooh, a little box. I wonder if there's something good in it. Bolt Yeti? That's a bad kind of Yeti. That's a Yeti that I don't like. Is there something that elementally hurts electricity in this game? Because I think no. What would it just be vulnerable to Hollow Point? I don't know. I'll leave it alone for now, but, like, man, that sounds awful. Stun is a really bad... Like, Poison and Stun are definitely the two worst status effects in this game. Burn you usually don't care about unless you're, like, already outclassed by whatever enemy you're dealing with. And I feel like there's another one I can't think of. But yeah, Bolt's no bueno. What are these battery things? Biohazard tanks? They probably explode poison? I don't want to be super near those. This guy's not even a leader, huh? Level 68 Super Yeti. don't like the look of this at all. And the wolves seem to have less health than the, that's bad. Yeah, I mean, at least that wasn't, like, a massive amount of damage in addition to everything else. Just gonna try and break this guy's gauge, but it's unlikely. Really? He attacks that quickly? That's super bad. We're kind of back in the Superman truck territory. Oh, they're all just attacking Leanne no matter what. And I did not break this guy's gauge with, like, multiple attacks. I call that a retry. So it's a little problematic that she has the least health. Does it make sense to have one of the others go first? It's not like I could take out one of the dogs by just having her go and then having someone clean up with direct damage. That's not gonna work. So maybe I want, like, Vacheron to, like, step back and cross? No, don't exit the area, please. Yeah, I mean, if I cross this direction, the dogs seem to focus differently. It might give a little more time just to have the targeted enemy go over here. And then maybe the thing is I just need, like yesterday's man truck, like I need to try and get like a gauge break right away or else the whole fight goes bad. So like I would want a direct damage character going first. For a second I was really concerned he was somehow immune to gauge breaks, which I don't think is a thing that can happen, but I don't know, man. This game is weird. Man, I would love to take him out. I don't think he's close enough to the biohazard tank for that to be a thing. And I don't think just like a single direct damage attack from a character when there's no scratch damage present is gonna like do anything measurable to the wolves as a group. Oh, that's interesting. Some of them have changed targets to Zephyr. Does that make me want to do anything differently? Like maybe move a little further away from them?
My bullets are a one-way ticket down.
I would have liked for that to work. Why did one of them target that? That's really interesting. Like, an AI character deliberately made a choice to target, like, an obstacle in the arena rather than one of my characters. I can't ever remember a time when that's, like, seemed to be intentional from the AI. The Yeti is targeting Leanne. Does he always target Leanne? It definitely seems like not going first with Leanne works a lot better. I wonder if the Yeti somehow has, like, behavior set to target, like, a scratch damage character? Because, like, he's kind of just been, like, messing around, frankly. Definitely don't want to get close to one of those, like, toxic battery things if they're going to shoot at them. Which actually puts me in a weird spot. If I think that the one that's already broken is going to dissipate by the time I land there, it probably makes more sense to go there because I'm not close to the dogs. But I have no idea if that's true. I don't really know how long that takes, especially factoring in the weird time warping from a hero action. So all that being said, I think I just kind of have to cross between, like, being way too close to the Yeti and the dogs and, like, the other poison battery, which I don't want to be close to because I don't want them to shoot it and poison my characters. So just try and, like, ride that line and then probably have Leanne cross next. And just, like, hope she doesn't get obliterated or electrocuted, which she almost definitely will, but it's not a whole lot I can do about that. Maybe get a stun shot? No. Not a stun shot, so this is gonna be bad. Oh. Well, that's interesting. He didn't attack yet. Trying to form a triangle between where Vacheron and Zephyr are and where I'm landing Leanne, such that it doesn't overlap the wall. I'm pretty sure I could jump over Yeti. I think I just... No, I guess I didn't technically do it. Just now. But yeah, I mean, this looks like pretty good. Oh, he sure recovered that way more quickly than I wanted. I was hoping to stack on top of what I already had, but, like, he just recovers that instantly. Okay, so let's consider for a moment. Do we want to cross again? No, I don't think so. The positioning of the triangle is about as good as it's gonna get, unless I think I could take, like, 3 more hero actions. And even then, it's gonna be a lot of work. So... 4. Yeah, probably like this direction. I want to start by controlling Zephyr to have him jump, and then switch to Leanne so that she can start, so I can control when she fires a fully charged scratch volley. Oh, no, that was it. Like, I could do a lot of scratch damage, it just recovers it so quickly. Hopefully the tri-attack, just by its nature, is enough to sort of offset that, and we just kill him. And then, like, a room full of dogs is annoying, because they have a lot of damage output, but, like, it's the stun I'm worried about. The stun is a real problem. And it's cool, I broke something. Come on. Come on. I don't know why the Yeti makes dog noises, but it sure does. I think that's like the end of the... Oh, cool, I got to... I didn't think I would get to Vacheron to hit that shot. That's a neat little bonus. I mean, that's just... I'm just grinding metal at that point. I've blown the transaxle completely. Okay, but we killed the Yeti, and that's great. So now, it's just a matter of not getting poisoned by dogs shooting random canisters and clearing the remaining dogs from the room. Don't really care about who they're targeting. Without the help of the Yeti, their threat level is drastically reduced. I guess I'll target one close so that I get much many shoot at it. Yeah, I mean, like, by themselves, these dogs are just, like, not a significant threat. Something like this is probably fine. I think I want to target this one. Will you chase me? No. Stun shot's not bad. I mean, I'm really just hitting shields there. It's so interesting that they do that. I think that was in range of Vacheron, but that was pretty close. Had him land closer to that than I intended to. Was not paying sufficient attention, I feel. Hey, what's that sound? Oh, Angel of Iron, thank you for 5 gift subs. Much appreciated. Did not break that guy's gauge. Here's some confetti for you. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. You guys are being very generous. Thank you. Um, 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 um. So, if I cross with Zephyr here, then on Leanne's turn she could cross to the opposite corner and we can surround the wall and not be immediately near the poison and hopefully take out the dogs with like a 5-point tri-attack. Target the one closest to me to try and break his gauge for minimum them shooting at me. Seriously, what kind of training do you think these dogs have to go through to, like, use guns and, like, also just so that they are, like, sufficiently aggressive that even when any handlers in the area are gone, including a Yeti trained to kill, that they just, like, continue with their bloodlust? Oh no, like a handful of damages. Okay, so... probably want to have Vacheron shoot this one just so it stops recovering scratch damage, because I already noticed it doing that. And then switch to Leanne to target the others, so we should probably be heading such that Leanne is getting closer to the dogs, and then switch to her after I, like, do this. Stupid limbs. Oh no, the wall. Take that, wall. Doing that because I'm about to hit the wall threshold with Leanne. Okay, we're up above the wall now. Really doing a number on this wall. Screw this wall in particular. Come on, take him out. Stupid limbs. Tired of all these dog limbs getting in the way. Oh wow. There's some bullet focus. I was right next to him that first volley was like fully scratched. Alright, so there is a cool shiny box in this room. The gesture of opening said box. Ah. An entire submachine gun. That's a good box. So I need to go to yellow, which is the yellow. All right. This looks like an unhappy place. But in theory, once we clear this, we go down to magenta and open the magenta gate. And then we have like a quicker way of traversing this area. Okay, we got double assault, a wall, and a wall. So the damage output is primarily focused on the left, if I understand correctly. Take a slightly unorthodox approach here and form a triangle like on one side in particular. It does risk taking like excessive damage early on, but it also means we might be able to clear those enemies early on. Give it a shot. Yeah, not like a ton there. Go for airborne instead of gauge break, which is slightly less reliable, but like Now I'm gonna gauge break this guy. Or try to. That didn't go good at all. That went what I might describe as badly. Alright, let's keep trying some weird stuff. I'm gonna try and break this guy's gauge. And that didn't work at all. Rat's in a trap. Okay, so none of this went good. Okay, but since Vacheron no longer has to, like, immediately recover health, does that afford me any opportunity to change this triangle in a meaningful way? The best thing I can think to do is try and have Zephyr cross and just, like, make it a wider triangle? And get an additional resonance point. There's definitely a risk factor here, but we're already teetering on retry territory anyway to clear this room, so... I guess I care most about the one targeting Leanne in that case. And that shouldn't hit the wall. Break that hat. Okay, that helps a little.
I'm not dying today.
Okay. Okay, so I don't particularly have to care about placement in terms of health, because everyone's, like, mostly, like, quote-unquote fine. I do want to take out these assaults, like, most urgently. And this guy's got his gauge broken, and he's, like, relatively close to Leanne, so targeting him means that I can, like, restore safety in the form of the bezel gauge, so, like, that seems useful. So I think we just run this straightforward as it is, have Leanne run towards the guy and try to scratch him and take him out as quickly as possible, maybe doing some additional damage to the other assault if the targeting system cooperates any amount. Yeah, that was bound to happen pretty soon. Came into this room with, like, almost a full level of machine gun experience. Hoping that's enough, which it is. Salt. I think I picked up a bunch of my bezel shards. I would like them back. Stun shot's not terrible, since assault is like the scariest one of them. Okay, gotta have someone like clear that scratch damage like soon. Ow. I think what I'm looking at is something like cross with Vacheron here, take out that scratch damage, cross with Zephyr, cross with Leanne to like the back corner, and then cross with Leanne this way. It's a little messy. I think that's right though. Let's cross with... I think this is right. That's what I wanted. Break his gauge somehow. Well, it didn't, but it did make me mad. So I guess if that's the it that you wanted to do, it accomplished that. Okay, so the dogs are all focused over here, which is kind of fine because I don't intend on being here for a minute. So they'll probably have to chase me and not be like an immediate threat. Leanne is in most danger, so we'll target the one guy targeting him and try to break his gauge. didn't work. I'm really upset about that. I guess I'll target the assault who's still alive in case I, like, stun shot him or something. Worked out a little differently than I expected, which means probably want to use my attack now. Only other thing I could do is have, like, Vacheron cross, but I don't think that's better. If I have Vacheron cross, I'd probably still have to try attack next turn, and the triangle's focused, like, away from the enemies, whereas here it's close to them. Scratch damage I did on... Alright, I focused on this guy. That's right. He still has it. Yeah, those are not super immediately threatening. I think I just want to take out the assault and then just try and spread out enemies as much as possible. We'll see if we can, like, meaningfully damage a second enemy with this 3-point tri-attack, which isn't great, but... The assaults definitely seem to deal the most damage.
You want some of this?
Here goes.
It's probably enough. Oh, it's not, and I hate it. That better be enough. It is, and I still kind of hate it. Yeah, maybe target the one right next to me, auto-target. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That right there is some nice scratch damage full. It's kind of awkward positioning. I assume the dogs are gonna come towards me, so I'm not gonna concern myself terribly with trying to form the triangles to get back there, but I should give it some consideration. I do immediately want to kill this guy before he recovers scratch damage, but then, what am I doing from there? Probably, like, crossing with Zephyr really close to Leanne to try and break the gauge of this healthy dude next to us. And, like, triangle to take him out? I don't need a ton of points if he's the only one here, but might continue forming triangles if the dogs make their way over. Stupid R-Commando wall. It's not immediately occurring to me what the R in R-Commando stands for. Is it resonance? Oh, Cadius, welcome to the stream. How are you doing this Saturday? Are you tired like I am? 'Cause I'm very tired. A lot of colored energy hexes here, aren't I? Hey, the dogs are coming for a visit. That's fine. I mean, this hero action is gonna be, like, next to useless, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And then he's probably gonna cross, like, back to the corner formed by the wall closest to us and the actual edge of the arena, when the dogs are close to there. It's for Arbuckle? That's an interesting suggestion. Welcome, Rogue. Hello, how are you? I'm pretty sure my entire experience with this game postdates our time together in college, Rogue, but I imagine a world in which you saw this game and reacted to it in a similar fashion to the way that Tech reacts to, or reacted back in the day to Eternal Sonata. Lost Ark. I'm not familiar with it. Ooh. Arcadius turns it around. Maybe the R stands for Rogue Haberdasher Dash Commander Wall. It could be. Yeah, that's some damage. One of the dogs found Vacheron in the weirdest way possible. 4 resonance points. I could have Zephyr cross over to this corner so that the triangle is fixated between the 3 enemies, but I don't want that. It's like a smaller triangle. It's possible that I should then have Vacheron cross to finish both of the dogs in one action. I think that works in theory. So I want to make sure I'm on the correct side of the wall. Ooh. You know what? I don't like the look of that wall. Pushed Leanne too far forward for some reason. Lost Ark is like a free-to-play Korean Diablo with all the microtransactions. That's a wild sentence. Acadia says, "It's one of my viewers was watching me play Resonance of Fate, and I told them it reminded them of Eternal Sonata." Did they explain in what way this game reminded them of Eternal Sonata? Because despite the fact that they share the same developer, they don't actually have a lot in common in terms of, like, game mechanics or whatever. Yeah, I think this is correct. I want to start with Zephyr, shoot this guy, switch to Leanne, have her lead the rest of the attack. Look at those bezels flowing in. Yeah, that wasn't bad. I thought that was going to do more damage. Don't hit the limbs. That'll do. Scratch damage full. You know what? I'm gonna trust you, auto-target. I shouldn't have because I see an enemy much closer to where I was standing. But I trusted you nonetheless. Alright, another one down. So we take out this dog, then there's one more dog. Big fan of how this all looks. Sure, though. Sure. So we'll try to see if we can break the gauge of this guy. Unsurprisingly, we do not. That damage doesn't matter. We're just in the cleanup phase now. Oh, look at that! Man, this is a rough story mission. We haven't even gotten to the tough part yet. We got all our bezels back. Lost Ark has pets, mounts, player housing, cards. I mean, if it doesn't have cards, is it even a game? I mean, come on. And yes, we are sneaking into the science guy's house. Is a very succinct way of putting that. And to my earlier question, Alcadia says the similarities is weird strategy and JRPG with arena combat. I guess that's a pretty broad definition, but they obviously have the same developer, and I like both of them, so I won't argue that point too hard. So Magenta, I guess.
Poor unlucky bastards.
I should play Lost Ark with you. What makes you think I have time, friend? What's that lever at? It should be... There it is. It's off on the right. Wow, this room looks bad. And I say that having completed several extremely bad rooms in a row. This entire stream might just be finishing the story mission and then me sobbing for 40 minutes. I mean, the machine gun is just so bad right now. It's shocking how bad it is. It's making me wonder if I should take a different approach for this room. Which is bad because there aren't a lot of natural barriers for me to use. I mean, there's 2 literal walls, but they're not well positioned for me to, like, attack people and then hide behind them. I mean, it like, basically requires scratch damage full, which is something like a 10% chance right now, in order for me to fully scratch someone for a direct damage weapon to do something meaningful. So let's take a look. We got sniper, wall, fencer, assault, wall, assault. So we have a sniper, a fencer, and then 2 each of wall and assault. It's not extremely dissimilar from what we've seen. We know that assault is the worst. Given the layout of this room, I think one of my goals should be to keep my absolute distance from the assaults until I'm ready to triangle, if possible. Which means that I want to stay on the left side, because the assaults are in the center and the right. I mean, Leanne's attack will do, like, stone cold nothing. Which I guess is fine. Let's edge her a little closer to the arena barrier, and then waste a turn. Okay, so they are moving towards... Assault wants to target Zephyr, and the other one wants to target Vashra. So that's not great. So what do I want to do after I move everyone? I think I have a bad answer that I don't like. Cross with Zephyr. Risk running into the wall, but I think we can deal with that. Then cross back. Which is risky. No, I don't think I need to do what I was thinking. I do think I want to cross with Zephyr twice, but I think I also need to cross with Leanne. Maybe pulling him a little closer is not the worst thing in the world. He's slightly less likely to get shot by folks. It could be Korean fantasy F-boys. Ah, you do know how to sway me. I mean, isn't that what we all want at the end of the day, Rogue? Uh-huh. So, Fencer wants to attack. And that's wall, and that's assault targeting Vacheron. And that's assault targeting me, who's currently Zephyr. It doesn't look like the Fencer's charged up. What the dangerous thing about the Fencer is that they charge up really quickly. Still, the dangerous thing about the assault is that it just does a bunch of damage. So we're gonna go with Zephyr and try to break the gauge of this assault targeting Vacheron, who's like right about to fire. Okay. Like, that's gonna hurt. Which is a problem. Oh, shoot. That's right. I have to cross with you again. which is a disaster because Vacheron is in what I'm gonna call duper bad shape. It's like everyone is targeting him, and it's not good for me. So, we have a stunned guy, someone targeting Zephyr, which is mostly fine, and then this wall dude targeting Vacheron right now. So I have to try and break his gauge now? Oh, that didn't work, though.
You ready for this?
Well, this looks like a retry, and I feel like this is a several times retry room because it looks just awful. But miraculously, my positioning has made this plausible as a 4-point triangle. I don't think that does anything, but, like, we can try it. I think the thing to do is target the assault that's just, like, closest to Leanne. I really don't think this will work, but I might as well try. That's really just not doing all that much damage, huh? Well, at least we got his hat. That counts for something. This range, I'm really hoping this fully scratches him. And it did not, and that's bad. I mean, his gauge is, like, extremely broken. I'm still, like, barely enough. Not you. Probably not Fencer? This guy, by virtue of the fact that I can't afford to be that choosy. Okay, everyone's health is restored. We have a reasonable number of bezels. Probably wanna... I wanna move to the far side of the arena just to get some distance from all these angry boys. Let's clear that scratch damage and then just, like, break your gauge a few times if possible.
Rats in a trap.
Rats in a trap. Hate this overall vibe. I think is the likelihood that I fully scratch this guy. It's not great, right? Like, I need to have, like, a full charge, like, essentially by the time I cross the line between Vacheron and Zephyr. Is this guy in the corner a Fencer? No, he's a sniper, so it doesn't matter. You figure like a 25% chance to fully scratch him? That honestly feels optimistic. I'd say like 15, maybe. I still kind of feel like it's the thing I want to do. I mean, I could... try and target this corner guy. I mean, like, he's at full health, though. This just isn't gonna meaningfully do anything. I mean, that honestly did, like, a lot more than I expected. Ow. Okay. Fine. See if you get a Christmas card from me. Alright, this will complete... This hero action will mean that everyone has crossed the line, which gives us 3 resonance points. We will get 1 bezel back from shooting R-Commando wall, who scratched past that gauge break. Which means we can have, like, 1 more person cross before we triangle, which might be ideal. Your glass is a quarter full kind of guy. That's a really specific kind of person, Alcadius. So, I mean, if I cross close to Leanne and then have her go to, like, that corner by the lever, the left corner there, I have, like, a pretty wide triangle. I guess the benefit of that is simply just having more resonance points stocked up. Ideally, by the time I hit the tri-attack, I should be able to take out Commando Wall and hopefully a second person, but, like, I don't know about that. The longer this goes on, the less threat there is of, like, imminent death damage. Oh, I got 2 bezels from that. That's a little interesting. I think that changes anything. Is this anything? Actually, I think this is something. If I cross with Zephyr again, we can sort of group the enemies at, like, 2 corners of the triangle. There's a little bit of risk to that, but I think it makes sense. I was targeting Leanne, who's at full health. It's mostly fine. The guys targeting Vacheron aren't particularly close to firing. I don't think it matters who I target here. I guess I could just stop Leanne from taking some damage if I get a gauge break on this guy. Better than functionally nothing. But then I will do a 4-point tri-attack, probably? There's a way to plan for, like, a 5-point tri-attack, but I feel like that might be a little too ambitious. Ow. None of that worked. Okay, yeah, that's a 4-point triangle. Ugh, the Commando Wall went really far away. I don't like this. I think I'm supposed to have the triangle go this way so that on Leanne's final leg of the triangle, she's going closest to where the mostly damaged R-Commando Wall is, so that I can fully scratch him if this doesn't go well, which it doesn't feel like it's going to go well. So I think it's my best, like, contingency option. I think that also has the benefit of putting Vacheron where the least number of enemies is currently. But I am not optimistic about the way this will play out. Like, that's a little better than I thought that was going to turn out. Break that limb. Got his hat. Okay. Please? Yes. Okay. Okay. That's gonna be 1 assault down. Alright. Okay. Okay, that went okay. I feel like that should have gone better, but it didn't. We're targeting Leanne with the most urgent attack, which is fine. I do need to kill this guy, like, immediately, and I'm hoping that if I do it with Vacheron, that'll recover some of his health. And then... I just don't know how to triangle after that. Like, I want to cross with Zephyr, I think, but it just seems necessary to do this. There's a second guy targeting Vacheron, which I don't like. Actually, no. This guy's targeting Zephyr, the one I'm targeting. I thought he was also targeting Vacheron. So... Yeah, I guess the thing to do is, like, have Zephyr cross, then Leanne cross, and then cross back. It's not... This isn't gonna look good. Yeah, the one targeting you. If you could please, like... No, not break his gauge. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and break the guy targeting Vacheron's gauge. Pretty sure. Really not... Like, I'm in real damage control mode here. I'm not thinking too far ahead about my triangles. Which isn't a position I want to be in. Really hoping to break this guy's gauge. Wow, that's so bad for me! Are you kidding me? That is pretty unlucky. I had like two almost full rounds to break his gauge one time so that he didn't kill Vacheron. I failed both of those. That sucked. That was so bad. Yeah, the high levels of play in this game are essentially like, if one thing goes wrong, you have to restart your, like, 30-minute encounter. It's not great. These guys are not messing around, and it's definitely possible I'm a little underleveled. I mean, I'm not, like, super underleveled, but, like, my highest level character is 70, and, like, the average enemy in this room is, like, 61. It's a big jump up from previous chapters. I mean, I think I had the right idea with the start here. Everyone's targeting Vacheron again. It's just really difficult to get someone to go to the far side of the wall and not just get immediately got by, like, every single enemy in existence. Assaults are doing something weird this time. Yeah, I think the Assault's still the best target. It's just not great. I just want to, like... Okay. His gauge breaks are definitely harder when the enemies are above your level, huh? Alright. I think that's roughly the position I had it last time, where I was able to triangle after this round when I, like, really had to. I'm hoping it doesn't come to that, but it, like, definitely will. This guy also wants to target Vacheron, which is not okay by me, and then the fencer will probably hit again. So I'm just gonna try and break this guy's gauge, and it's probably not gonna work. Okay, but I think that... This room sucks, man. I'm, like, way too tired to be dealing with the room of this difficulty. This time, this is the direction I want to go in. It's real bad for me. But the goal should be to try and take out this scratched guy. It's just not even that threatening. But I just need there to be less guys. That's not great. No, can't break his gauge or anything. It's a little late for that gauge break to be useful, since he mostly doesn't have health anymore. Leanne's got like one leg of this triangle and the other guys are done. Not quite. It's a really upsetting thing for someone to just say without context. Okay, so who's targeting who now? Well, 2 people targeting Zephyr, 1 targeting Leanne, all pretty much about to fire. Everyone's at full health for the moment. Which means I think the thing I would want to do is try and break the gauge on the assault targeting Zephyr, because he has the most aggressive number of characters targeting him. Where do I want my triangle to form? Cross here. I'm gonna have Vacheron cross close to Leanne so that she can cross. But I think it's more like I cross with Zephyr to here, I cross with Vacheron to like a midway point towards the gate, then have Leanne cross, and then cross back to this corner. I think. Someone targeting Vacheron who's at full health. A couple people targeting Leanne, and one of them's a fencer, right? It's not the most pressing concern since he is not currently in melee range, although he will get there quickly. I think since Leanne has damage and has multiple things targeting her, I should target the assault that is targeting her in order to try and break his gauge.
Well, trouble now.
Well, it's a good thing that she was going to move. I'm not gonna have another bezel to cross, which I wanted. It's not good. I much need to try and take out the fencer, for God's sake. How am I even targeting the fencer? Wasn't I targeting the assault? No, I was targeting the assault on Vacheron's turn. I wanted to target the guy with the gauge break. Because I wanted that scratch damage attack to mean something. And it didn't work. It did not work. Okay. Oh, no, I did. That's fine. I wish I hadn't done that. How is that charging so slow? That was weird. God almighty. Both of the assaults went immediately after that. Love that for me. That's so great. I think our goal here is to like scratch damage full this assault and then have Vacheron cross to break it and then figure out our lives, but it's the likelihood of this happening is like roughly 10% at best. Yeah, kind of hit that 90% odds. Cover so quickly. Okay. Would not be able to cross and cross back. which means I could cross and make a bad triangle with 3 resonance points, or use this triangle with 2. Neither of those options is good. The best I can hope for is to take out this commando with the 2 points by having Leanne run towards him. Which, again, is not good. Just not. Really want him to die, so I can't really wait for Leanne's, like, full... Oh, I'm so amazed. I mean, I can use a hero action from her to fully scratch this assault. He will shoot her, like, immediately afterwards. Does appear to be the only character targeting her, which is a little helpful. So maybe I can do that, have Vacheron take him out. One person target. Okay. Problem is he's gonna recover it if I don't continue to target him for the entire attack, which is a little bit awkward. Oh no, Neko, your phone won't turn on? I've had that happen before, it's not good. I've also had my car not be able to turn off before. That was a fun one. I had to figure out how the fuses on my old car worked so I could manually remove them to turn it off. And I drove the car that way for like 2 days before I could get it fixed at the shop. I really didn't get that hat, huh? It's really unfortunate for me. This is just... The economy here is so bad. Also, it's like Zephyr's turn, which is like really bad. Stupid assault targeting Leanne. I guess Vacheron's in the most danger now. We are down to 3 enemies. We're like almost stabilized, which is horrifying because I feel like my first run was a lot better and I don't think quite reached this point. But I feel like we're really not getting lucky clearing limbs from enemies to get extra bezels. So I keep having to do these really unfortunate triangles. Because, like, trying to cross with Zephyr right now and then do a triangle is like the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Yeah, Vacheron is in the most danger, so I guess we'll target his guy. With 2 points, we can have Leanne run away from him and then run toward him. It's still probably not going to be enough to do meaningful damage to him, but we will try. It's not terrible. I think we got his hat. That's actually pretty good. We did not get a extra gauge brake bezel, which I was hoping for. Jeepers creepers, man. It's so bad. What I'm about to do is to try and use Leanne's turn to fully scratch this guy while expanding our triangle as much as possible so that we can do a triangle that kills him and, like, does measurable damage to another character because we're just, like, completely out of resources and this looks terrible. Probably don't even want to be that far away. I think I'm better off, like, hedging that slightly. But, like, God, this looks terrible. Why are they both targeting Leanne? Cut me a break here. I'm already basically dead. One-point triangle. Now, both of those guys are targeting Leanne. This guy's targeting Zephyr. I don't know. I mean, I think if I attack from Vacheron's angle, I'm more likely to hit limbs before killing him. But I don't think we're actually going to make it through this. Oh, no, I got a bunch of bezels. We have a chance. And we broke this guy's gauge. That's not nothing. That's really annoying. No scratch damage full, huh? Can't hook me up with that? That'd be nice. Oh my god, they're doing so much damage. I guess I have to cross close to Vacheron because I need him to cross over. I'm not even gonna get a bezel from this, probably. Maybe I'll accidentally hit his hat, but I really need to break his gauge. Well, I got the second priority. Okay, you should not be able to attack Leanne again, like, immediately. So we're gonna cross, target the other guy, the assault, try to break his gauge. Just cross our fingers incredibly hard. Okay. Have to do this. Probably should target the assault for a number of reasons, but... Okay, it's a three-pointer. Might be able to take out one of them, which would hopefully give me enough bezels to take out the last guy, if that works. Luckily, this guy, you know, has a broken main health gauge. That helps a little bit in just trying to sustain past this attack if it doesn't quite get the job done. Okay. Scratch damage full, okay. Should give me, like, the maximum number of bezels. Okay. Darn, I thought I could get a last direct hit in, or I would have done that a little differently. I think I can shoot this guy apart, but it sure would be nice. Huh? Nah. I'm just gonna make sure he dies. I have the bezels for it. Hey, go airborne. No, like, go airborne, though. Yeah, that's good stuff. Very tired after that room. The gesture of turning a giant lever. Wish I could remember. So, here's the position we're at now. I can exit from this room and go back to the save point. Actually, that's probably for the best, because I think that gives me the most efficient route to actually get back where I'm going, instead of fighting my way back through, like, multiple encounters? Or is that true? I think I still have to do at least 2 no matter what, unless they stay clear, which I don't think they do. Especially if I save. But, like, I really want to save because that was awful, and I don't know how far we get in the remainder of the stream. So I'm gonna save, and then just be unhappy about my circumstances in like 3 minutes when I re-enter that room. This was not the day to do this chapter. This. Yeah, ding. Yeah, I mean, they're just back. They're just all back. Let me see something real quick. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna have to find my way back through all of them. But I don't have, like, infinite time here. Just in my life. Like, I can't do, like, a 4-hour stream. I'll die. So... what's the actual endpoint? I don't actually know where I'm trying to get.
Good place to find some walking around.
Well, I feel pretty good about my decision not to change weapons before coming in here, because, like, every little level seems pretty important, frankly. Also not entirely clear which direction I want to be going. I just don't remember where I'm supposed to end up. Well, where did I start is from white, where I just came in. I started in there, I went right because the left path from where the camera is currently positioned to yellow on the map was impassable. So I went right, exited out to the world map, wrapped around, and it was possible to get to both the other entrances at the top and the left. No, but like I can enter to the top. Like if I leave the map, I can like literally go to the world map and enter at the top. And there's something I didn't want to fight in that room, but I don't think it's the boss. Because I know what the boss is supposed to be. I would remember that it's there because I definitely don't want to fight it. But my immediate question is I don't know whether I should be trying to get further into the tower or go the same way I went the first time. If I go through the tower, I have to fight the Yeti again. So probably not that, since it's technically avoidable. Okay, so with that in mind... last time I got hung up because I tried to stand next to the assault who does, like, massive damage. Scratch damage doesn't mean anything because it's, like, too difficult to actually get it to work. So you really just hope for either scratch damage full or... stun shot. I think I'm gonna try and stun this other assault, which still has me landing like quite close to it. But like there's the wow, okay. That's a better start than the last time. But the problem with navigating this level is like I haven't seen this map in a really long time, and like literally like you can approach this dungeon map that we're currently in from like 4 different sides, so I'm not sure where I'm trying to get. Like that's the problem. Like in a normal dungeon where there's just like a start and an end point, and usually like a branch, like I can navigate that. But like I don't know what to do here. That's not who I would choose to auto target, but fine. Okay, so 2 guys targeting Leanne. This guy's already fired like twice in 2 turns. Also just fired, so I guess my best shot is to try and gauge break the other one. No, I appreciate the attempt to give help, anime. I just, I really don't remember the late game stuff in this game that well, because I've played it much less than the beginning. I know the maps start getting complicated at this point in the game, but, like, I just there's, like, a boss here somewhere, and I just genuinely don't know where it is. And the resources I was trying to find for the stream to like, help with that were not helpful. Rats in a trap, of course. Come on, man! Give me a break! So exhausted! I just need something to stop being terrible, please! I'm begging you. This is the worst. I hate that I have to do this again. But I don't think it would have made any more... Like, it only would have saved me one room, and I need the experience anyway, because everything's so difficult right now. But, like, I just... Like, how did Commando R-Wall get, like, 3 attacks in 3 turns? What is that about? So my options are to take a 3-point triangle right now and try to take out, like, Assault. I think would be the most logical thing, or to just start moving people, since I've already, like, had my own gauge broken. And everyone's health is, like, refilled, but... Oh, man, it sucks. Like, I managed to clear one of the assaults so early, and yet... The good luck was immediately countermanded by the extreme bad luck of I genuinely don't know how that character attacked again so quickly. It's not reasonable. Like, it's just... There's no way. It doesn't make any sense. I think I just want the triangle here. Like, if I was gonna start moving characters, I'd have to start with Zephyr. And it's just not good. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm just gonna target the assault and hope for the best, I suppose. At least where Leanne's standing, she should be able to pick up a reasonable number of bezel shards, which, like, isn't the most important thing. Like, right up in your business. Can I scratch you fully with this? Like, kind of close. Got that limb, too. That's fun. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Did anyone see that? Vacheron pushed the stunned enemy into Leanne, ruining the entire rest of the tri-attack. You can't say I'm not getting unlucky. I don't know how you could possibly account for something so ridiculously stupid to happen. I couldn't do that intentionally if I tried. Everyone's targeting, literally everyone is targeting Zephyr. That's so cool. I don't know. One of the more frustrating things in this game is, like, what does and doesn't interrupt your character from, like, running in a straight line during a tri-attack. Because, like, sometimes you can do ridiculous stuff, like push an elephant with just your casual forward momentum. And, like, sometimes, like, a dude who's stunned gets, like, shoved into your character and they just cease to exist. We need to cross close to Leanne. No, that doesn't make any sense. I have to make the widest possible triangle and hope for a miracle. Cool. This guy's kind of stunned, but like everyone's gonna be able to shoot Zephyr because like stunning people doesn't seem to matter to characters of this level over the course of a hero action. Okay, but like now I just like don't have any hope left is the problem. There's 3 resonance points. I really want to target that guy by the gate, but I think I have to target the person who's closest to me because it just means I will be able to shoot him the most. But the likelihood of me killing him with just 3 resonance points is like maybe 50-50. I don't think it's great. Hopefully I can at least do enough damage with Zephyr to recover his health and then maybe stabilize. But like without targeting the guy who has his gauge broken like 4 times, I don't know how we're gonna have enough bezels to do anything. Like, that sucks. Didn't even let me jump with Zephyr, so that's great. I mean, like, this guy's gauge is gonna be super broken. I managed to get bezels somehow, but like, none of my characters are allowed to jump, so I can't, like, there we go. That did like a lot more damage than that probably should have. We're still probably looking at just like a 1-point triangle or something. Like, this looks awful. Somehow I got like a lot of bezels from that, which if I knew that was gonna happen would have changed the way I played that turn. Oh my god, leave Zephyr alone! Please! Okay. I have a strategy, it's not a good strategy. I'm gonna cross with Zephyr to essentially where I have him highlighted, then have Leanne cross to the other corner, and then Leanne will be able to cross again? No, but that's not gonna work because that'll still just have her landing where she is now. So the thing I have to do is have Zephyr cross this way and then cross back towards the gate guy, maybe? I can't... I mean, the problem is, like, crossing with Leanne... Like, I kind of need to move Zephyr, because, like, if any individual character targets him before he gets another turn, he's gonna die and I will lose. Like, I will straight up, like, lose the game at that point. So I think I have to cross with him first, I think. Yeah, this looks really bad. I mean, I guess I could also try a 1-point triangle, which I think is terrible. I think that's just bad. I mean, I'd love to clear Commando wall, but I don't think there's a feasible way to do that. I mean, just the likelihood of her stunning, like, both of those characters is, like, negligible. I just genuinely don't know how to do it. But, like, whatever triangle is about to be formed here is just, like, an abomination. No, it technically works. Just have, like, Leanne cross probably, like, right by the door. And then, like, Zephyr just has to cross. I think that's just the only real chance I have. try to shoot this guy apart, but I'm pretty sure he has too much health. So these are both walls. That guy's sniper, and then there's like a sniper in the distance who's just doing nothing. Enemy says, I'm not understanding how the gauge under the enemies works because I thought it was similar to an HEB gauge where they could not move until the gauge was full. What the gauge under, like, enemy health bars, I think just means, like, the time until they're able to, like, fire their next attack when it's not our turn. So, like, we can prolong the amount of time that it is our turn by doing a hero action. But they're able to charge that gauge while we're doing it. So sometimes if you take, like, a really long tri-attack, then, like, a whole room full of enemies will all fire at you afterwards. So, like, sometimes that actually gets really rough. But, like, yeah, all that means is, like, the next time that it's not our turn, they will shoot at their intended target if it is possible to do so. Sometimes they will change target. I don't really know how the AI on that works. But, like, if I'm assuming that the wall will protect Zephyr from the people targeting him, maybe I should try and gauge break this guy targeting Leanne?
Quit wasting my time.
My god. This luck. Ow. Stun shot's genuinely pretty helpful there.
Second, you're winning this.
It's about as good as this is getting, and it's not good. So I should be able to take out R-Commando wall with this attack, and then have a 4-point triangle with which to try and take out at least one of these remaining guys in the center. It's a little ugly, it's not extremely close to them, but at least we have some wind-up time. But this is definitely just, like, the best thing I could do. I just hate it. Let's try and break this guy's gauge, I think. I don't actually know who he's targeting, but, like, everyone's kind of in bad shape. Okay, so we got 4 points. Probably want to start by targeting the guy in the middle. 4 points would mean she ends up there, Vashon ends up in the most dangerous spot. Cool, let's go the other way then, where he ends up in the most protected spot. It's probably fine. I think it's a little less likely to clear the guard by the gate, but I think that's fine. So is the defining characteristic of the sniper that they don't really move from their starting position? Might have been nice to get that on the other guy, but I'm really not gonna complain. Hopefully we get a bunch of bezels, but no, we get a couple bezels. Really wasn't that many bezels. That's another one. Got his hat, broke his gauge. Good, good. Good, 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 good. Okay, that could have gone worse. Or something like this. I'm gonna try to take out the both of these guys. I mean, we've stocked up on bezels, so it's like probably realistic at this point, but like, I don't think there's an elegant way to do it from where I'm currently positioned. Might be wrong about that. Hey, don't shoot my guy. That didn't work. Huh. So if I cross with Leanne... No, that doesn't work. I would need Vacheron to cross twice. So I think I'm just gonna try and form a triangle by the guy at the far gate. And, like, this hero action means nothing. Look at all that damage. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make a 4-point triangle that's, like, right up in this guy's business. So in order to make a triangle that I want to do over there, I need to, like, do, like, 2 more hero actions. It's just not gonna happen. That is largely ceremonial here. Hey, get that, like, hat back there. Cool. Really needed that. This dungeon is a real bad time, man. Now, all of my triangle options look pretty terrible. So I'd argue there's actually a pretty good chance that I just, like, waste this resonance point.
There we go. I see right through you.
Does the alternative look like this, cross basically into the doorway and then cross, like, back with Leanne? And do, like, nothing during that interval? I think if I at least start with Vacheron, then I can, like, create a reasonable triangle with not an extreme amount of effort. It's getting really difficult to think about triangles at this point of the day. You're really not gonna break his gauge? You're really gonna do me like that? I'm just gonna make, like, a really terrible triangle. I might just be able to, like... Yeah, that'll probably do it.
Clean house.
Just in case. I'll try and land someplace we could make a triangle, even though I hate it.
You want some more?
All those bezels back. Okay, so... After some consideration during the fight, I think I'm supposed to go to Cyan, because then I only have to clear one room to get out to the world map.
Let's get this over with.
Whereas the other path, I have to clear, like, 2 more rooms with enemies. To get to essentially the same position. The worst part of this is, like, I feel like by the time I get to the boss, I have to end the stream, and I don't know what to do with that. Like, that's, like, really deeply problematic. Fencer... Are the fencers the edges? Sniper, sniper. Oh, this one doesn't have assaults. It's assault wolf, which is like less scary by a pretty significant margin. Yeah, but the fences, the fencers were kind of an issue last time. I don't want to get too close to him, I guess. No, I'm not trying to leave. I'm trying to find the boss, and I don't know where he is, but I'm pretty sure... If I had to stake a guess, I'm pretty sure the boss is, like, the second hex from the top. Which, there's a plethora of ways to get there, but they all involve several fights. Break some of the... Okay. No one is in, like, extreme danger right now. Spencer decided to come for Vacheron? Is he, like, confused? Is he under the confused condition? Night, anime. Thank you for stopping by. Sniper's gonna do like 1,000 damage to Zephyr, which isn't great, but my likelihood of breaking his gauge from here is like not super good. So I'm just gonna attack someone. These low gauge break chances are really cramping my style. Yes, I understand, Rat's in a trap. So what if... Try to fully scratch this guy, and then have, like, Vacheron cross? And clear him if that works? I think that's my favorite option, although it's not great. Are you kidding me with that limb? Get out of my house! Get out of my house! Oh god, it's like the best limb that's ever happened. It's so terrible for me. Just so terrible. These Vacheron's close to a handgun level. It's worth something to someone. Don't. So everyone's like a little damaged, but the plan here has been cross with Zephyr, cross wide, and then do like a big triangle, which will probably only kill like 2, maybe 3 folks, because that one guy's pretty damaged. But he has, like, the best limb in all of history. But the Fencer's gonna charge damage real quickly, so I think I should try to break this guy's gauge so he doesn't hit Leanne again.
Time to die. I see you.
Okay. Could have gone worse. I'm a little less concerned about... You know, there's 2 fencers hanging up by Leanne now, right? So I guess I'm still kind of concerned about one of them. I think the way that, like, breaking a gauge works when a character has an attack charged is it just, like, prolongs the window for them to actually execute the attack, so it's still charged. So if he's not stunned at the end of this turn, he'll just immediately attack Leanne. I'm not sure of that. I think that is true. I think that is the most threatening position just because there's, like, 2 characters trying to attack her. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna have 7 resonance points, and we're just gonna hope And that didn't do the thing at all. Ow. Okay, somehow that... End of sentence. So I got 7 points. Who even to target, though? Probably sniper or dog, because you can sort of kite the fencers. I guess I'll target sniper that's, like, kind of central to it. Well, no. Leanne's gonna run towards this dog. Hers is the charge ring that matters most, so I should do that. Not terrible. Them doing some work there. Hoping that's enough. Yeah, that would seem like right around the correct amount of charge. Spencer's working super hard to just be in the end zone or something. We're doing some damage. These guys are less threatening than most of the enemies we've come across since entering this area. Probably excessive. Well, that's definitely excessive. Yeah, target the damaged one for me if you would. Why is that taking so little damage from that attack? That's very rude. I don't like it. Please kill the one man! Why are you doing this to me? Kill the one man! Kill him! With your guns! We'll go to our guns! Please, kill the one man! Thank you! Why are you like this? Rats in a trap, I understand. You do not need to read her. So somehow I killed all the fencers in that attack while initially meaning to kill none of the fencers. That tracks. That makes sense. I don't know. I don't know which one of these means anything to me. Do I care about who's being targeted? Vacheron. I will target this guy. Everyone's targeting everyone but Vacheron. That's probably fine. I'm not sure whether it makes more sense to target the dog or the sniper. I guess if I target the dog, I can scratch its outer faceplate armor. Which means that it will, like, be possible to, like, ever deal actual damage to it. Everyone's targeting Zephyr, which is extremely rude. I don't think it matters which of the two I target, but we're going to gauge break and then try attack. Right up in your business. Please break the gauge. Gauge break had a 40 times multiplier and failed. Thank you, thank you. Target this guy. He's a little closer to Leanne. He's a little more threatening than the dog. Slightly. It's actually pretty close, I think. I think these enemies are all roughly equivalent in I care about themitude. I mean, we're gaining experience. Vacheron's pretty close to another handgun level, and I think he got one in the last fight, so... doing some stuff, I guess.
You're gonna swim in your own
Please? Rude. Very rude.
wish you were dead.
The cage is quite broken. It may not be reparable. No, that was the right target. I'm just stupid. Feels like she was deliberately aiming not at the dog when she started that attack, and I don't like it. It's an extremely disappointing try attack. Let's see if we can break Sniper's gauge there.
Clean house.
Yeah, I mean, I can have Zephyr cross back. I don't think I want to do the one resonance point try attack. So we'll just set up a fairly redundant triangle. Just one bullet. And this should end this, and then I have to figure out where the boss is. And you know what else? There's a whole other optional dungeon in this chapter. Just saying, this isn't all of it. It's not like this is the whole chapter. I mean, I want to say that the boss is going to feel easy by comparison to slogging through all this, but I just know that's false. It's flexing on me with that clean house.
Someone's
Wait.
coming. That's the professor's room. Get out of the way!
What? Oh, I found it! It's the boss room! Why is the boss here now? I was in this room before. That's great news! It's bad news, but it's also really good news! Because I found it! It's here! I thought it was farther away! Is it a giant hammer? No, it's a very big armored turret that I'm not gonna be able to kill. I honestly think it's harder than, like, the later bosses in the game. Like, they do a bunch of garbage, but, like, they function mostly like normal enemies with, like, a bunch of health and stuff. And, like, you sort of outnumber them. So, like, the later bosses are quite difficult, but, like, just the way this thing functions, it's one of my least favorite enemies in the game. And it can kind of shoot... Well, there's, like, also a bunch of them, right? I'm thinking of this as, like, a main one. Because there is a leader, right? So I have to somehow triangle my way into there... Oh, this is gonna be very bad. At least this is the rest of the stream. Although, on the other hand, if I had just gone into the red room somehow intuiting that the boss spawned here after already being in this room, I could have already been working on this instead of working through 2 fights I'd already done. So... I mean, this is just gonna be bad. How do I even do it? I think the turrets can shoot me from there, but I think I think I'm gonna start by acting like they can't. Just because I don't know how to get into that space with these guys shooting at me without it just being a big fat problem for me in the future. I'm good in their assaults, too. Okay. Yes, rat's in a trap, I understand. Everyone has different targets. I think I care most about the one targeting Zephyr right now. Okay, so the turrets are not currently firing at me, so maybe I do actually need to get to that central area for that to start being a problem. Two people targeting Vacheron, which is not the worst thing in the... It's not the best. Not the worst. So I think the idea is that I try to clear out this area, and then just sort of like walk into that main courtyard and hope for the best. Maybe this guy? Who is left to cross? Yeah, I think we're doing a try attack after this. That's slightly disappointing. Ow. They're fixated on that clean house. You're not wrong, Neko. Okay, 5 points. I think I want to run this way, start with Leanne, and try to finish off this one dude first, and then focus on the others in turn. Why is it targeting random? I don't want to target random guy. Please stop. I hate when they're in a row and it targets the wrong one. It's very frustrating. It's the second time it's happened in the stream, and I don't have the brain capacity for it. Please stop. Please don't push enemies around. We've learned that that's not great. Right up his shoe. Shoe cam. Oh, please finish scratching him for the love of God. Why?
I see right through you.
Alright, I mean, that could be worse. Why? Don't any of that. Why? Okay, mostly at full gauge. I do think I want to kill this guy, so I think I'm just gonna, like, run at him and try and fully scratch him in just, like, a straight line, and then take him out, and then walk into the courtyard. Really just not gonna help me out, huh? So grateful for your assistance. It's like you're someone I work with. Alright, how about the side that's, like, not armored up? Dude, are you kidding me? Cut me a break already. God. I mean, at least I got my bezels back. I'm just gonna try and gradually shoot this guy apart during this action, I think. really don't want to use extra bezels before going into the Doom Yard. I mean, a bonus shot from this range will be terrible regardless. I mean, this 3 resonance point triangle, not particularly close to the enemy, like, doesn't seem like it's gonna be good. Please. Oh my god, please. There it is. That's the one. Okay, great. Now, I mean, I don't really know. I got some hero action left. Okay, great. So these things are, like, impossible to kill. The way they work is, like, if you expose their core and deal, like, 1 point of direct damage, they die. And there's a leader here, and that's hypothetically cool. But, like, the refresher guide I've been using that doesn't go into a bunch of detail about anything in particular regarding this game suggests that I should go and stand next to one of these safe walls and just try and have my machine gunner scratch the shield on the leader, but it's just gonna be dreadful. I mean, I think most people have coworkers who make their life difficult. Technically, most of the people who make my life difficult are arguably our clients. It's kind of a weird relationship that they have, at least with my department, Alcadia's. But, yeah, I mean, you're definitely not alone in it. That much is certain. I mean, this just isn't gonna do anything, right? Yeah, it doesn't feel good. Clip the wall. I don't think this works. It kind of did somehow. That wasn't good, though. I mean, on the bright side, the end's not taking, like, a ton of damage. Just the worst triangle I can imagine. It's exposed now. Oh my god. Ugh.
Time to die.
Definitely won't work. Oh. Doesn't make my chances any better. I'm sorry, what did that do? That was a healing turret? Didn't know there was a healing turret.
Too late for regrets. You're hard to miss.
There's just no way to triangle here, right? Like, I don't... think I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, that wall's gone. I don't have much hope here. I think I've done this badly, because I really just don't.
I see right through you.
It's just, this enemy sucks so bad. I hate it here. Need for you, the main guy. Wow, that really didn't work at all, huh? I mean, this is a real last-ditch effort, but I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try and get right up in its business and clear its shield by scratching it. But it's not gonna work. Yeah, no. Nope. Alright, I think that's the right idea, and if I started doing that earlier, it might have worked. I really do think I have to kill these guys, because they'll just, like, come up and bother me at the walls, where the turrets kind of don't do that. Kind of. I'm just having a really bad day. This is just not where my mental state is at this point in this particular week, is trying to take on what I think is probably, like, the hardest normal boss in this game. So they were targeting Vacheron, which is slightly sketchy, but try to break the gauge on the one still targeting Zephyr. Wow, man. So good. Same guy still targeting me, huh? It's really cool. Yes, rats in a trap, I understand. And I'm glad that the work on your BFF mode is coming along well. Okay, it is. I should just target the one who's already damaged. At least he's running towards me. I still took most of that action, so that felt necessary. I don't actually remember how many points I had, which is probably relevant information. How are you hitting no limbs and not him? Really? Are you serious? How are you managing to do so little damage where any of it matters? I'm, like, really disappointed in this. Oh, and that's the end of that tri-attack, huh? That's not great work. Really, like, extremely disappointed in you, Leanne. Like, not even joking. Like, that was a bad job. Honestly not sure how it's possible for you to do that little scratch damage, considering what was given to you. It's really just garbage. Uh-huh. I mean, I guess I'm hoping for a stun shot or something, so I should extend the range as much as possible. That didn't happen. Do I get a turn? I sure don't get a turn. All I needed was that turn, and I probably would have been fine. just, I'm so annoyed with this boss. It took so much effort just to get to this boss, and I don't know what to do, because I don't want to not do it, and I don't want to do it. So here I am in the quantum state of misery that I've created for myself. It's really impressive how sometimes when I need you to do damage, you just choose not to do it. It's weird. Yeah, and these, like, extremely not helpful not gauge breaks are also doing a just real bang-up job. So everyone has a different target. Leanne is probably most vulnerable.
That was your last. I can reach your every move.
How is that possible? How did that do that much? Why is everyone targeting Zephyr? God almighty, save me from this. It doesn't really matter which one I target. All of them are bad. See, like, it's definitely possible for you with, like, one full charge to, like, mostly or fully scratch an enemy. So, like, when I do that in the middle of an important tri-attack and you just do, like, nothing, it's really frustrating, Leanne. So if you could just do less of that, I would greatly appreciate it. Sure. Whichever one you want. I mean, not great, but better. Okay. Honest to God. This guy really hates Zephyr's couch like a whole lot, doesn't he? Okay. Gauge broken, hat acquired. This guy's targeting Leanne in the weirdest way possible. I mean, I don't think it's possible to have, like, 100% bullet focus, so it's probably bullet spread to some extent, but I don't think I have, like, a build that emphasizes that. I don't think. No gauge break, huh? I don't love this guy targeting Leanne, but the Zephyr guy is definitely the biggest problem.
Quit wasting my time.
How do you do so little scratch damage? Can Zephyr survive that hit? I don't know. I really want to scratch the other guy, but it doesn't actually make that much difference because the likelihood of her actually hitting him in a meaningful way is, like, extremely low. So maybe we get a stun shot or something. Nope. Like, I just don't think it's feasible to recover from a hero gauge break in this battle. Really wish I knew what I was doing against the boss so that I didn't have to do this start thing repeatedly, because it sucks. It's really bad. This boss fight is just... I mean, this ranks up there with the Forest of Idols trips in terms of just, like, raw, unpleasant difficulty. Like, when a boss is just, like, hard and you can keep retrying it, like, I don't really mind that too terribly. Like, even the ridiculous, like, man truck with, like, instant kill move from yesterday, like, not great, but, like, you can kind of just retry it. But, like, you kind of have to kill these guys in a really clean way and then take on the boss who's, like, borderline impossible. So, like... just feels extremely bad. It feels just like you're wasting your time until you actually get it right. Well, don't worry, Arcadius. The boosted man truck fight will be posted to YouTube next week, along with this miserable video that no one will want to watch. So you have that to look forward to. I am just like a man made of salts. I've become the pillar of salts. It is already 9:20, and I wish for death. How could... Of course, the one furthest away from me is the one probably most threatening. Yeah, I mean, that one's not surprising that didn't do anything. I mean, I really wanted that to be... triangle. Should it be a triangle? That's the one. Oh, the limb is right there, so he'll take, like, no damage from this, right? Oh, look at that! You can do scratch damage with a scratch damage gun, huh? Weird how, like, guns can sometimes do the thing they're supposed to do. I mean, clearly not always, but, like, sometimes, and sometimes... you need sometimes. At least his limb isn't facing me, and yet she's somehow shooting directly at his head. I miss doing direct damage with that shot by so little, it's frustrating. So we'll shoot this guy. Neko, what are you making all the tiny hearts for? I mean, obviously Valentine's Day, but, like, do you have some sort of event, or is it something, like, from your Etsy shop? Guess I target the Vacheron guy.
Quit wasting my time.
Oh, as part of the Drifloons. The Drifloons that you mentioned yesterday. The poison for Kuzco. Kuzco's poison, right. And now everyone hates Zephyr, which is never... Stunshot's, like, kind of cool, but, like, you shooting every space around him like you're trying to make a crime scene silhouette isn't my favorite. Yeah, I mean, I think we're just gonna, like... it just recovered so fast. They grow up so fast, don't they?
Right there.
Where'd you even get that grenade? Hopefully enough. No, absolutely don't do that. Don't target the essentially nothing. Target something that matters, please. Glad we broke all of the irrelevant gauges that I'll never get bezels back from. That's a cool feature.
Who do you think you're messing with?
Lost both of them then, huh? Please! Come on! I just don't want to spend the bezel, you piece of garbage! Fine, have my bezel, you clown! So cool! I pretty much get one shot at this because I'm going to, like, just lose my actual mind shortly, so... Let's just move everyone into position and then figure out what on God's green earth I'm planning on doing, because I sure don't know. I mean... I feel like the thing that I need to do... Like, I definitely need to have Leanne just, like, run straight at the thing. But, like, it's extremely dangerous to do that. Like, doing so will, like, immediately result in... just, like, a gauge break. So... am I meant to do that? Am I meant to wait to do that? Or am I supposed to do that right away and then just, like, try and shut the window of victory on the opponent really quickly? Like, am I aggro or control here? I think I am aggro because they, like, definitely have the inevitability of blowing up the walls. So what's the best way to protect Leanne? To just, like, have them both run in there like absolute idiots? Probably need to start by having them both run in for wall coverage in the short term. Because it's not realistic to make the run at the boss turret from all the way back here. I think I actually have to use a hero action just because I can't afford to have Leanne out in the open. You know what actually might have been smart? Is to, like, hook someone up with secondary machine guns so I could have two people sort of run at the leader that way and then just have the third person clear it. But it's way too late for that. Yeah, whatever, that guy. That was a stupid idea. Oh, you know what else would have been a good idea? Hawkeye. Because Hawkeye, I think, has a chance of just blowing off the, like, entire limb that keeps this thing alive. It's not a great chance, but it's better than Snow Dad. Is that how much run he has left? No, he has way less run. Yeah, you really can't get a clean shot on that guy from all the way back there. Ooh, one of them is kind of shooting her directly. He's just trying not to be in the spot where they shoot her indirectly. You know what? Ow. No, he's closing up shop. Look at all that scratch damage, huh? Alright, boss. That's not gonna work. Actually targeting the correct one. No scratch damage full for me, huh? That would've been nice. Holy crap. She, like, made it out of that? Really wish she had grenades right now. That's not. Didn't want that.
Can't all be 45s.
I mean, I suppose she should just run back, right? It's not gonna work. Oh, it kind of does. Into, like... I don't really need the resonance point, but, like... No, are you kidding? Just press the button right then! Oh my god, just kill me! This is the worst thing! I can't stand it! Oh my god, it's such a bad day of trying to do this! I had such a bad week. I'm so tired, and this is just like the absolute worst thing I can imagine trying to do right now. I'd rather die hard through a vent filled with broken glass right now than try and do this boss. I hate it so much. It's just one of the acts, like, like, killing it was in striking distance, and she just bumped into the wall like an absolute moron instead of firing the gun when I pressed the fucking fire the gun button. God. It's just garbage. I'm so upset right now. I'm just so unbelievably tilted right now. Just stop preventing me from using Leanne. I'm not hero. I'm not try-attacking. Oh, both of them are messed up. That's really bad for me. Come, give me one shot. Alright. I mean, we got a little lucky before, and then we got extremely unlucky, and now we just have to get normal amount of lucky, and then maybe we beat it. Maybe. We need Leanne not to immediately die, and we need just, like, a direct damage attack. If I can fully scratch it, which is not recovering scratch damage, and it's mostly scratched. And this already would have been done if she didn't bump into the... No, I shouldn't mess around with this. I really want it dead. I want it dead really bad. Like, I want a grenade level, but this is insane, right? What's the strongest grenade in the game? The ultimate hand grenade. I never use all of these. No, just... What's the one that says use it without, like, immediately just dropping it at my feet? I don't trust the game right now. Okay, fine.
Gotta be kidding. Just when I thought I couldn't possibly get any better.
4 levels. Think I got a bezel shard for that?
You won't have anything to do once I'm gone, will you?
You're right.
I'll probably get in more trouble while you're asleep, so will you take naps somewhere close by?
Sure, if you like.
You big liar! But you will come to visit on my next birthday,
The
right?
BFF really heightens the drama of this scene, I feel.
Of course.
Wrong again. 'Cause I'll be coming to visit you.
Oh no, his teacup!
So much has happened. I don't even know where to start. I jumped. I was saved. They've been so nice. It's been so much fun.
I don't think there's enough context for this to mean anything.
Whenever I think about the past, it's so hard. I'm so scared, and I can't make myself forget
This is
you.
impossible. It can't be her. It can't. Leanne, if this is really you,
Such a weird thing to say to a person.
so much I have to say sorry for. I can't.
No, I didn't come here hoping for an apology. Things happen that we wish hadn't. It's true for everyone. I know that now. But there's something I want to tell you. I'm alright.
You stink.
I'm going to be alright.
Oh, she's taking that really well. Hey, eyes up here, mister. Perfectly good teacup that was stained with, like, years of disuse. You don't say. Last one. It's not the expected result. I was expecting that to take me out to the world map, from which I would have to save. But that's fine. That's acceptable. And by world map, I mean, like, the local dungeon area map. I need the elevator to 3. I truly feel like the storm turret is like one of the... I might be misremembering, but like, I feel like by the time we got to the boss rush at the end of the game, like, they're individually difficult fights, but they're not on par with this or, like, Man Truck from last night, the, like, increased difficulty Man Truck, or the Forest of Idols. Like, excluding, like, endgame content, I think those are, like, the 3 hardest. But, like, the turret one is just so frustrating. And part of it is just how miserable that dungeon is, which I truly forgot how agonizing that is. And, like, just a massive level spike between Chapter 13 and Chapter 14. Like, that is just... that's a lot. That is a whole lot. We're gonna get a cutscene, and then we're gonna save, and then I'm just... These gears can't all be functional. You just can't convince me of that.
Don't worry, little one. We'll meet again beyond the walls of Basel.
Have some of my blood or whatever.
Listen to me. If I'm late for our rendezvous, I want you to take this quartz and destroy it.
It's not mine, you understand. It's some guy I really hate, but I was gonna do it myself. But, like, if I don't make it, it means I'm dead and I can't do it, so just make sure he dies.
Time to go.
You really couldn't give her, like, a real shirt, dude? The Cardinals clearly have influence. They live in, like, the nice part of town. Just get her, like, clothes, dude. You're a weirdo. Not doing. Let me do something. Well, I think I should probably move weapons around. I love how Zephyr's behind on everything except grenades. Leanne definitely needs the grenade. She's now, like, officially the behind one. Probably should do something with that PDW XN version 3. I'm not doing that now. Oh no, I think I want Zephyr to have the machine gun. Oh, I should get like a whole bunch of health points from that too. That's kind of funny. Take this, you take this. Change order. Zephyr first, then Leanne. I mean, I honestly feel like our levels are pretty good. It's a really big level spike. I wonder if the intention is for you to do the side missions to this chapter before doing the main boss, but, like, it just doesn't make any sense, because they, like, strongly direct you to this. Save. To the bottom one. Okay, I'm so tired. I can't express to you how tired I am. This was not a good choice. I should have, like, done arena or something. I just didn't think the enemies were gonna spike that hard, that, like, random encounters would be difficult. And then just that I hate that boss. It's always been a huge pain in the butt. Like, I think that boss might actually be the point where Tech and I originally stopped playing the game. Because, like, we didn't understand the game's, like, resource management system and, like, really weren't using tri-attacks or anything. And so, like, I think we got up to that point, it was just like, this is, like, unfeasible. Like, there's no way to do it. But, like, I think, like, we had started getting the hang of that toward the end of it, and then we did our initial YouTube playthrough where we were sort of like picking up more of it as we went along and like were ultimately able to make it to the end of the game. So, yeah, next year will likely involve completing this chapter, probably some amount of level grind in the arena, I would guess. It's seeming less likely that it is possible to complete the game with one more strong week, but I really don't know. Because that boss is terrible. Storm Turret is just garbage. I really hate that boss a lot. I actually like the concept is the thing. I like the concept of a boss that, like, it's all you have to do is break its one limb. But, like, just that room full of, like, instant death missiles and I don't know why the enemies seem to just increase in level so much. Like, most of the, like, bosses from the red hexes are, like, a lower level than what we encountered just, like, in this story mission casually at the start of the chapter. I mean, at this point, I'd say the plan for next week is, like, 6 hours of super auto pets, because I'm so burned out. Like, I'm glad we were able to do Strong Week. I'm glad we were able to finish that boss as mad as I got. And as just miserable as this frankly has been to do. But I put a lot of work in behind the scenes and most of it was a disaster. And this week has been horrible. And it's probably going to be at least like 3 days before I can actually like rest. So like, if I am physically capable of streaming next Friday, we're gonna look at some cartoon pets, most likely. Yeah, the problem is I have to edit the stream and then spend like 36 hours uploading. YouTube does not like the HD Resonance of Fate renders. They take a really long time to upload, which has been part of this week's problem. Here's what we'll do. Let's play this a little differently. You all tell me where you think that the secret Squirtle is hiding. And then I'm just gonna show you where the Squirtle is. It's not very ceremonious, but I do want to die. Very upset right now. This has been a bad week. But I will say that, for better or worse, I hope that you have enjoyed the suffering that I've endured and the fun that we've had leading up to this point in the week. I know there's probably some of you confused and disappointed about the fact that some of these Strong Week videos go up after the conclusion of Strong Week, but as evidenced by the fact that just recording these takes an inordinate amount of effort, I don't really have the time to, like, record something in advance and then do post-production and make, like, a clean, finished product. Like, there's no time for me to do that as an adult with a 40-hour work week here in the United States, where taking a break from doing anything is discouraged and suffering is mandatory. But, you know, I'm trying my best here. Someday, I hope that tech will be available to participate in one of these again, and we'll figure out what form that takes when and if that does happen. But again, I do appreciate it, as I've said in the other streams, and hopefully comes across despite my just overwhelming rage, that I'm grateful that people care enough to care about the existence of Strong Week one way or the other. And for those of you coming out both live and watching on YouTube, I know it's a lot. The goal is for that to be a desirable thing, but frankly, I have no idea if anyone's watching this other than you here live, so thank you. Thank you for that. Let's take a look at some of these guesses. Under Baby Yoda, under Eevee. Wait, which Eevee? Oh, under the visible Eevee. The other one's no longer visible. I've covered it in too many things. That's fair. Behind Bear. Okay. Well, let's go take a look and see where that Squirtle's hiding. As I said, it is my intention to show you only where the secret Squirtle is hiding. So, unfortunately, I regret to inform you that the location of the secret Squirtle was under this visible Squirtle and behind Carlos, the crab, who is Clausen. This was the location of our secret Squirtle. Thank you for playing along, both here and in the future. I'm certain many of you will find yourselves affording good luck, particularly Haggis. I know things will turn out well. I didn't see your guess behind the Pokeballs, Arcadius, but yes, I mean, essentially there. Technically, it was like on top of the Pokeballs, but that's really the same thing. Arcadius has claimed that he is good at finding Secret Squirtle when he tries, and he has a pretty good recent track record. So, there's that going for him. I'm gonna go be miserable for however many hours it takes me to complete my work and go to sleep. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend watching the Super Bowl if you care to and live in the United States. And of course, Monday is Valentine's Day. So be sure to touch someone's face and hopefully they will share your feelings and give you $5 in return. As I stated, next week is most likely going to be mental recovery in the form of some Super Auto Pets. We'll play some more Resonance of Fate, but probably next week or next year for Strong Week. In the meantime, everybody, stay safe, take care, be good to each other. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon.